Wake up, buy here, pay here people. It's a beautiful day. Go grab yourself another cup of joe and say hello to Jim and Michelle Rhoads on the Buy Here, Pay Here Morning Show. Take it away, you two.
Morning, everybody.
Hello.
I listened to that the morning show entry stuff, and it just makes me smile.
The way that all plays on the song.
Yeah, it is. We've been talking about updating it, and it's just like it just makes me smile. So because it's cheerful and happy and all of that fun kind of stuff. Happy Friday.
It's Friday. Indeed.
Yeah,
I double checked.
Yeah, double checked, and got a lot happening. This weekend it's like Jim's got to go get a haircut, because we have the Arizona conference on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday for Arizona IADA, and we'll be speaking on Tuesday. So we're actually going to be live when we speak. So we'll be live on a regular broadcast on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday of next week. So we've got a really star-packed lineup.
A ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm trying to help Tommy with instructions.
Tommy's having a hard time getting on.
Having a little technical trouble, so I'm trying to get him some instructions.
We have today Tommy Brandis, and we've got a check-in from Buckeye Bret Buike from Buckeye, and who is about ready to start something pretty exciting at 4:00 Eastern, I believe, today.
I think it's 1 Eastern.
Is it 1 Eastern? Okay.
It's 1 o'clock. So.
Something like that. And so we're going to do a quick check-in with him. Monday, we have Jared Halstead from Arizona as well. So we will be broadcasting live with him. He won't have to call in because he'll be on screen with us. And then Wednesday is Candace Price.
Right, that's right.
Candace Price. And then Friday, Jack Carter.
Did you mention our Tuesday presentation in Arizona?
Yes, Tuesday presentation. And that remind me of what we actually ended up titling it.
3 simple steps to more sales.
Yeah.
Can you get any more simple than that?
Yeah.
3 simple steps
to creating more sales. And when we were asked with Arizona IADA, they said we want something that's not just buy here, pay here. That's like across the board, because they want to be able to have it be applicable for just the regular independent. So that's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
What else we got before
there's a ton, but I think we should get to our guests. I mean, we can talk some more on the backside of our visitors, but I know
that sounds great.
Why don't we bring them both in?
Okay.
Tommy's aware that Tommy did manage to get connected. We see him backstage.
And Tommy's got yellow, like our yellow stuff. Hey.
It's a bright and shiny office.
It's nice. Great. Good morning, Buckeye Bret. Good morning, Tommy.
Good morning.
How are you both?
Doing good. How you doing, Tommy? Good to see you.
Man, I'm doing great. Anytime I get a chance to be on the same screen as Buckeye Bret, I'm in. It had me at hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, we invited Bret at the last minute. We want to get an update because we knew that his big event kicks off today, and those have been tracking that know that Bret did it last year. It's time to kick off another Goggins Challenge, and so you can tell our folks again who that event is benefiting, and we're sharing the GoFundMe page. We want our buy here, pay here dealers to get over to that link and put some money in there. And I think Rob Fox is still matching.
Yeah, Rob matched up to my first 15 grand. So the 15,000 in donations plus the 15 from Rob and Chris and from Buckeye put me at 30. Yeah. And as of right now, I'm at almost $39,000 raised.
That's wonderful.
And that's just from the GoFundMe. So of course, teaming up with the Nord Center and Recovery Resources, we have those 2 5Ks, and we have over 500 people who've signed up to run those races as well. So I think after you add everything together, we're just over 75,000 for this year's event. With a couple of days left to go. So I'm pretty excited. The goal was 100,000 for the year, but, in 3 years time with, just kind of doing this little, just posting on Facebook and choosing the Goggins Challenge is kind of like my platform to, help with awareness, because, that challenge and David Goggins are so well known. I mean, in 3 years' time, I've been able to raise over $150,000.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is
Congratulations.
That's
Pretty awesome.
For them. So there's still time to get in there and donate.
What time does it start?
Starts today at 1 p.m. and then I'll run again at 5 p.m. and then again at 9 p.m. So I run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours, and then you do the whole thing without sleep. So
you have to do it without sleep. You can't get any.
That's his choice.
You don't have to. It's just like, for me, I just stay awake the whole time, and I do my push-ups and I shoot videos, and I've got a bunch of people in different time zones who are doing it with me. So I've got, my uncle in Seattle does it. I got Bill Elizondo in Indiana. I got a dealer in New York who's doing it with. Yeah, he's in Japan right now. He's getting his miles and his push-ups in. So, kind of, for the next 2 days, it's just going to be nonstop posting about, what we're doing and what we've raised and the people we're trying to help. And I've got a lot of, people that I'm going to meet for the first time who are coming out to run with me because, maybe they've lost someone already, and, they bring pictures. And I have these 2 huge banners that I had made, and everybody signs them. And then at the end of it, I get these banners with hundreds of signatures on them that I keep as kind of like, reminders. And
memento.
That's pretty neat. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we're excited. We're pleased about what you're doing. We're
happy to support
and get the word out. And we are eager to see that thing get kicked off. And I want to invite people to tune into Bret's Facebook page about 48 hours from now and watch the ones where he's really delirious. Let's watch those. That'll be fun for all of us.
It's entertainment. It's good, clean entertainment.
I have to admit, I did that last year. I pretty much followed him the whole time, and it got a little bit not as clear towards the end.
Well, that's the choice not to sleep for 48 hours.
Those 4 a.m. runs there towards the end can be pretty tough. But I think when you show up, I kind of place my schedule, and you never know who's going to show up. And when you're pulling into a parking lot at 4 o'clock in the morning, and there's a whole bunch of people standing in the parking lot who you have no idea who they are, and they're just stretching, and they've got headlamps on and everything. It instantly just gives you a whole bunch of energy, because you realize like these people showed up at 4 o'clock in the morning to make sure that I didn't have to run alone, and the pain and that goes away and the energy comes right back.
Nice.
That's so beautiful.
Well, we really admire the discipline and the commitment, and we just want to call on dealers to jump in there and hit that link and add to the dollars.
Yep. Absolutely.
Appreciate it very much, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Good luck. We'll be watching.
Good luck, Brett. We'll be watching.
Right, I'll see you later. Good to see you, Tommy. Thanks, guys.
See you soon.
Bye. Bye. All right. Well,
I mean, that just boggles my mind. It's like, I'd like to run 4 miles in maybe 48 months.
4 miles of steps in 48.
I mean, it's awesome. And I watched pretty much of it last year, and it was just inspiring, to say the least, and what he's doing. And
I'm going to put the link down, but we'll try to remember to put it back up before the end of the show. We definitely want
I mean, Bret just makes a difference everywhere he goes. He just makes everybody better. It's just awesome. He's awesome to have in the world.
He's very generous with knowledge and information. And so I think, when we invite dealers to contribute to the cause, it's just, let's give back. Bret's all the time given to the industry. Let's give
back. Absolutely.
So Tommy.
Yes.
We got some stuff to talk about. You've been busy.
Yeah. We have been busy. The culmination of probably 10 years of our board's kind of dreams and everything is finally coming together with the Mid-Atlantic IADA, along with our first annual Mid-Atlantic Convention and Expo in Atlantic City. So
So let's back up. Let's not. There are a couple of people listening who aren't familiar with the Mid-Atlantic region and how that works, and then also back up and give a little bit of your background as a dealer and the and when you became involved in leadership with the association.
Gotcha. Well, as a dealer, right after the Earth was formed.
Are you older than Bert?
Kind of what it what it feels like. So for those who don't know, long story short, I've been in the buy here, pay here business for since 1992 for 31 years. Up to 2 locations and inventory control. Now we're kind of down to 1 location and in the process of turning the reins over to my future son-in-law, which a lot of people know, Gunner. He's kind of running the place, which has given me more time to help out in the with our board with the Mid-Atlantic, which is something that I've been on the board since 2007, served all the positions and things like that, and it started out. The Mid-Atlantic currently is the states of Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Maryland, and what we are forming into is basically with the help of national and some discussion, a lot of discussion there, is we will be an IDA without borders, basically serving the Mid-Atlantic region. There's so many little states and so many different things going on that we're fortunate enough to we've built an infrastructure, and COVID has helped us. This idea happened before COVID, and COVID has slowed us down, but probably also solidified our vision, for what we want to do and why we want to do it. So we're in the process, and there'll be pictures and the architects at the convention of remodeling, basically rebuilding our current location, which is a beautiful location on the waterfront of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And we're going to pretty much double it in size and put a 50-seat event center upstairs, which can be used for events, training, whatever we're looking at. So that is the start of the foundation of what we're looking to build, and then obviously the convention, and then moving forward with a discussion that I know you and I have talked about it forever, and David Brotherton knows it, and finally David's on board. With a creation of a Mid-Atlantic 20 group, basically an East Coast 20 group. So that's kind of the big picture. And before I just continue to ramble, ask me questions so I just don't go off on tangents.
Mid-Atlantic, so it's a regional 20 group, and I know we've had conversations personally so this has been something that you've been wanting to really spearhead for a few years now, and finally, it's like it's getting traction. It's going to happen. And so, tell us a little bit about why you wanted to do a regional 20 group like this. What's different from the traditional 20 group?
It will be the format won't be much different as in education and everything. It's all going to be national backed. It's going to be the national composite. Everything that people have come to know as 20 groups. But I've been in 20 groups for 20 plus years. I was actually in, for those who know Chuck Bonanno, I was in Chuck's very first 20 group. That's how long I've been in 20 groups. And they're great, and they're a lot of fun, and you meet friends, and it's still the number one thing to do. But in certain situations, all of a sudden you're flying to like Aruba. Like we had a meeting in Maui. God bless Maui, and what's going on there right now. But we had a meeting in Maui one time, which was fantastic. But it pulls away from the ideas of the actual training. And what I've been looking at for a long time is being able to create. I don't know what the exact count is. I don't know where to get the exact number, but I bet you there's 15,000 used car dealers, and God knows how many of them are buy here, pay here. But everybody does some sort of subprime within 100-mile radius of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So it's a completely untapped market for any kind of training. There's nothing here. There's no conventions or anything like that. But bringing it back basically to the 20 group was the ability of just being able to drive in.
Yeah.
Meeting on a Sunday night. Let's drive in Sunday afternoon. We have our cocktail party, everything. Monday, we full day of training. Monday morning, we wake up, have our business session, maybe a hot topic session, hop in the car. You're back Tuesday night, so it won't be at Ritz-Carlton's downtown. It'll be it won't be also at, the Motel 6, on the back end. There'll be a hybrid blend of a decent hotel in a decent area around the Mid-Atlantic, and we could stretch it. I mean, we could go down. I'm talking to Robert Blankenship. He's in North Carolina, so anything kind of from Connecticut to Virginia per se, we'll try to build something where people get in cars, and then at that point you can bring your key personnel. So it's it's not a day travel on the front and back. It's not flights, all that. So just trying to make it a lot. Other than that, it's going to be exactly the same.
I love it. I love it. And I know, NIADAs, they've been trying to do some of their, what do they call them? They're kind of mini ones where you fly express groups.
Yeah.
Because, as we talk to dealers, we're hearing that it's really costly when you're doing the stuff like the Maui or the whatever, and you're going to a nice restaurant and then, all our nice hotels and all of that. And it gets really, really costly. And there's a lot of dealers that would benefit from a tour group, but they're like, I don't have the budget nor the time to be able to do that.
Right. So many and so many smaller dealers. We'll use our friend Nick, a couple hours away from me right now. He's like that's what I'm looking at. There's so many new dealers in the market, and there's, when I started, when you were back in it, you didn't have the internet. We couldn't do this. We're reaching out to, we're reaching out to 9 people right now. We can reach out to 1,000 people over the course of a 20-minute discussion, and really, help people this way. So how can we get a lot of these younger guys? On the Buy Here, Pay Here success page, you see some questions that come up, and you just go, "Oh my God." Mm-hmm. Somebody grab this person before they lose $100,000 of their hard-earned money or their family's money. So trying to create a training platform on the East Coast where people can get to that doesn't cost a lot of, for me, it's never been about the money. It's always been about trying to build the right business, and then the money follows. Yeah. And I'm at the point in my career now. It's like, okay, I have been, I want to say, selfishly sucking information from so many people for the last 30 years. Like I say, I'm a smart guy. I'm just a good listener. And now it's time for me to be able to figure out a way to give that back to as many people as possible. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Not just creating a relationship with my customers, now creating a relationship in the industry.
Yeah.
Good. So we've talked about this in the past when you've been on the show, but if you take me back to your decision to get involved, like you've been involved in the association for many years, right? So your decision to get involved, and you've been a past president, I think, of MARIADA. So talk about just why get involved? Like, why is it important to you?
You know what? It is probably the biggest misconception out there, Jim, because we talk to certain dealers like, oh, I don't even know how to get on the board. And I was the same way. What do you mean? And Johnny DiFilippo, he's the one who said, no, come on, it's cool. So there was a convention in Atlantic City in 2007, and I came down and sat on the board, and then I found out it's just a bunch of passionate guys and girls who want to give back and want to help, and that's all it takes. You don't have to be anything special. We kind of laugh. You don't have to be. It's almost like you don't have to be voted on. Come on in, and join the group. And that's kind of what we're rebuilding now after COVID with our board is trying to get the next generation of, there was a generation before John and I that brought us in. And now we're trying to get the next generation of people that can kind of work through as we kind of transition out, so that's where we're at. And that's where the Mid-Atlantic becomes so exciting, because we can pull a dealer from Virginia and a dealer from New Jersey and a new dealer from New York and get truly the best of the best dealers on one board to be able to truly give back to one of the biggest areas of the country, and one of the, we always say one of the scariest areas of the country, because a lot of the weird legislation happens New York, New Jersey, and California. So we got to be able to protect that, and we have the foundation and the roots and the background and everything we need to be able to make sure that it doesn't start on that coast and then move inland, and affect not only PA but really as the nation as a whole. We're so close to DC. DC doesn't even have an IADA. So that was one of the things. It's like, how can DC not have an IADA? And that was one of the discussions we had. So with the policy conference coming up, we're right there. We're 3 hours.
Yeah.
And anybody knows my kid lives in DC. So the DC kid is in DC. So we're in and out there all the time. And she's got a fair knowledge of the Hill. So there's a whole lot of things we can do. And there's power in numbers and just getting everybody on board and then being able to just help with, having Jeff Martin as the CEO was really a game changer in our, honestly, when in the same breath, we had Jeff Martin become the CEO of National and Chuck Bonanno become the executive director of Florida. And I went, guys, there's no better time than now to blow this up because we got like-minded, forward-thinking individuals in key states, and the country. So that's where we're at. That's kind of what it comes down to. So,
So do you have to live in that region? Because I think Michelle would like to be president in the future of the association.
We are calling it the Mid-Atlantic IADA and IADA without borders.
There you go, without borders.
So come join us if you belong to you. And that's another misconception. I have belonged to PAA, which is our new car dealer association. I've belonged to both. Over the time, you can belong to more than one IADA if you wish. And the same with our convention. Come to the convention. If you were an IADA member across the country, it's $95. If you're not, it's $1.95. So yeah, we're not trying to exclude anybody. This is total inclusion. Your
dates are September 24 through 26.
Correct.
Got it. I'm gonna put that on the thing. So let's make sure.
So block that time off if you live up in the the Mid-Atlantic area with all of I don't hear an awful lot about conferences from much of that. It's like it seems like the furthest north is the Carolinas.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. Exactly. Now, when Virginia will have one, we haven't had one for about 5 years because of we had some turnover in the office and some different things, and then obviously COVID hit, and now we kind of solidified everything. And everyone was like, "Have one last year." We're like, "No, we're not ready." And God, the amount of work that goes into a convention, I don't even know if we're still ready, but we're going to pull it off. Somehow it comes together. But we got the best of the best. Bret's going to be there. You got Buckeye being there. You got Terry McCauley, who's helping us out with big time. You got Maggie from C&M. You got Bill from TaxMax. Automaster Mike Downey, Gene Daughtry speaking. It will be a who's who of our industry. I call the people who are going to be there on the Mount Rushmore of the buy here, pay here.
Oh, there you go.
Cool. That's kind of what I look at it. So it's all my buddies from Buy Here, Pay Here United, and everybody who's been to Buy Here, Pay Here United, and we're talking, Paxton and Sean Peterson's going to have a legislative session in the general session. It's going to be, it's all Monday is a full, Sunday night's a party as always. Monday's a full day. And then I think the coolest thing we're doing is having a vendor party Monday Night Football. And just so happens the Eagles home opener on Monday Night Football. Who's
supposed to beat the Eagles that night or?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So it's like I kind of wish it was the Cowboys but we'll smack the Bucs around. You don't want to cut the Philadelphia on a Monday night. The crowd gets a little let's say warmed up. So we have a 40-foot TV in the exhibitors hall, and we're just going to have a party that night. So there's
your jersey, right?
What's that? Wear your favorite jersey. I don't recommend somebody wearing a cowboy jersey around me, but I can be friends for the greater cause.
So many Dallas Cowboys insults. You don't want to wear that jersey.
Yeah, it's just too easy,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we should jump. We appreciate you making time, and we
Awesome. Yeah, thanks so much for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it. Like I said,
we hope to be able to be up there for the event, of course. And I'm going to throw in one last mention for Bret Buike's event, and then we've got we'll remind everybody the dates for the conference that the Mariada is
September
Atlantic
20.
City, September 24th through 26th. That's going to be a Sunday through Tuesday. So mark your calendars and plan to be there. I'm sure that you can reach out to Tommy through the BHPH Success Group and figure out how to get
hit me up on BHPH Success, or Jim can put my telephone number up there, 215-805-2034. Call me direct.
We're going to take a second here. We're going to put it on the screen.
Tell me again.
215-805-2034. I truly don't want anybody to miss out on this or miss out being a charter member of the regional 20 group. Something tells me it's going to be more than one 20 group right out of the box, and we have the ability to set up for both buy here, pay here, and retail. So anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Call or text
Tommy and
or text me.
Or get yourself registered. And we know a lot of our viewers watch the recordings, and so we'll make sure that we get this up on our syndicated podcasts. And I think our viewership for most of these is around 300 to 400 people.
Awesome. That's fantastic stuff. But having the buy here, pay here success group is one of those things that this isn't really. I'm not a vendor. Plus, I have it, so I can pretty much post whatever I want. So. Go see a lot about this convention in the next few weeks.
You've been so generous with us, and we really appreciate it, because we broadcast live in Success Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then we do live things. So we really appreciate your support as well, Tommy. It means an awful lot to us. Yeah, no,
it's right back at you, because you guys have been so helpful for more than just me. Over the years. So
you're trying.
So, and any way that we can help with education and all of that for your region up there, please let us know.
Oh, your phone will ring. You know that. Your phone will ring. You know that.
Yeah. So we'll keep in touch, and we may see us. We hope to be there.
Yep.
Cool. Sounds great.
So,
all right, gang. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great Friday. Go collect some money.
Yes. We'll talk to you later. Thanks, Tommy.
Yep. Bye.
All right.
Okay. So I'm going to put Bret's link back up there and invite dealers again to
GoFundMe, GoFund.me /85C31A0A. For those of you that are only listening with the audio. And again, anytime that we do a lot of charts and stuff like that. So a good place to go to be able to see the charts is YouTube, to our YouTube channel.
You can also just go to GoFundMe and then just search Bret Buike in there.
Yeah.
Just got to spell Buike, Buike. And then you'll find his Goggins challenge and get in there and add to the bucket. He's doing a lot of good stuff up there.
Absolutely. Hey guys, it is Friday. Thanks so much for joining us today. We got a little bit more prep to do, and we will see all of you from the Phoenix area on Monday.
With Jared Halstead.
And it's going to be 117 degrees. So we'll see. Yeah. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks again so much for joining us. We'll see y'all later.